good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here, and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And for today's video, we are actually reviewing a recent release as well as a sneaker that is inspired by one of the most influential and hottest islands in the world right now. But before we get into that, guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below as well as that notification bell. And just to get right into it, guys, we have none other than the Nike Air Max 1 Puerto Rico in the blue Gale colorway. And this sneaker actually comes in a 2-pack, but since you guys know that my favorite color is blue, this is obviously the one that I opted for. But when it came to the merch, I definitely liked the way that Nike designed the peach orange colorway versus the white and blue one. So anyways, before we get into the details and history of the shoe, let's just go over the box details, which is honestly one of my favorite things about this whole entire release. So when we look at the front lid right here, guys, you can see that it says Familia. And obviously, if you don't know what that means in translation, that is family. So then when we go into the left side of the box, it does read off as Puerto Rico, yo nunca dejaré de amarte, which means
Puerto Rico, I will never stop loving you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So anyways, guys, when we go into the back of the box now, it does read off as helados Nike, and what helados means pretty much is ice cream, ices, anything that's kind of like a frozen dessert. And then we have 3 different flavors right here, which says coco, parcha, y piña. And basically coco is coconut, parcha is passion fruit, and piña is pineapple. Pretty self-explanatory. Then when we go into this side right here, you do see that it does read off as Puerto Rico, and we do have the sticker tag. And the sticker tag does read off as Air Max 1 SP PR, just to expand the acronyms. And the colorway shown, which I already mentioned, was blue Gale and blue Gale. And I went with my true to size of a size 8, and it fits me perfect, no complaints right there. Then once we open the lid, it does say Puerto Rico and Nike right there with a nice beautiful palm tree. And then when we look at the inside of the box, you do see more of that Familia logo right there. Then when we look at the wax tissue paper, it does say Puerto Rico and Nike, just like that logo I just showed you. And then we have one more thing that comes inside the box, which is probably one of my favorite things, which is this Puerto Rican piragua handkerchief. Nah, let me stop playing. But anyways, guys, it's definitely a handkerchief, but there was like a joke going around that it could be like a baby bib, and that's why I did that. But anyways, we do have the Puerto Rico embroidered right there, as well as the Familia logo right down there embroidered, which I think is a really nice detail and just speaks to the level of interest and detail that Nike went into when it comes to showing the inspiration off in Puerto Rico. Because I know there were some Puerto Rico releases in the past couple of years where they had some manufacturing defects and all that type of stuff, which is pretty crazy to say, because Puerto Rico is its own island. Some people consider it its own country, but at the end of the day, it is part of the United States, and Nike is a United States brand. So, you know, they should put some more respect on Puerto Rico's name. Not saying that I'm Puerto Rican, but my fiance is, so that's just something to know right there. And Puerto Rico is a beautiful island, man. Like, I went there this year and last year. The sun is really hotter in Puerto Rico. The water is nice. The food. That's all I'm gonna say right there. So anyways, guys, when going back into the history and the details of the shoe, I pretty much went over it just now with the inspiration behind Puerto Rico. But something else to note again is that it is inspired by the beautiful water in Puerto Rico, the beautiful sun, and as well as those piraguas, man. And on this specific color with the blue Gale, you do see that it does have the blues, the whites, and the reds that are usually the colors of the classic piraguas, and that's what I used to get back when I was a kid. And yeah, just to reiterate that those piraguas are definitely a big staple within the Puerto Rican culture, but they're also big in New York City, especially in the summertime, because when you look at Myrtle Ave and Knickerbocker and Bushwick, they have piraguas on every corner. When you look at Jamaica Avenue in Queens, they also have a lot of piraguas on the corners. When you look at City Line in East New York, they also have piraguas in the corner. So it's definitely a big thing in New York City in the summertime, but especially in Puerto Rico. So that's just some more history to note right there. And now, guys, with that being said, let's just focus on to the details of it. So when we look at the toe box right here, you can see that it's made out of that kind of cotton textile material, and it's in this cream material, but if you look closely on it, it does have little sprinkles of brown, gray, and all that different type of stuff. I don't know if it's gonna come up on this camera right here, but that is there. Then when we look at the mudguard, we have it in this kind of baby blue suede right here. One of my favorite details is the Air Max 1 mudguard. Then when we move more up on the shoe, you can see that we have this metal Puerto Rico debris, and it is in that kind of script Puerto Rico font, which looks really nice. Then when we look at the leather surrounding the eyelets as well as the midfoot, it is in that kind of leather. Not the best leather material, but it's a soft leather, so it does what it has to do right there. Then when we move up on that, we do have the white laces, which is standard, but it does come in an extra pair of baby blue laces. And the only difference between the white and blue laces is the fact that we do have these kind of plastic tips right here that are a bit thicker than the ones on the white one. And then when we move on to the tongue tab itself, it does have this kind of light blue or tint blue color on it because it's not really blue, but it's not white either. So it's kind of like those Yeezy mono tint blues. And it does have the Nike Air Max logo right on it with the red detailing. Then when we go on to the lateral side of the shoe, the same thing pretty much follows suit. So we have the suede mudguard that extends further. We do have that leather midfoot right here. Then when we look at this area, we do have some more of that leather, and then we do have that nice bejeweled Nike check right there, which is one of my favorite details. Then when we go into the back heel area now, you can see that we have that Nike Air logo right there. And then going onto the medial side, the same thing pretty much follows suit. So there's nothing to really say much about that. Then when we go onto the right side of the shoe, this is where things change up a little bit. So the whole entire midsole, outsole materials are the same exact thing. But when we actually look at the tongue tab, we do have this nice piragua right here. So we do have it in the classic red, blue, and white colorway. And then we do have that Nike check, which looks really nice. Then when we go into the back heel area of the right foot, you can see that we have the beautiful island of Puerto Rico embroidered in red on this back heel area. Then when we go into the midsole of the shoe, since this is not the big bubble Air Max 1 and more so the standard Air Max 1, we do have that standard air bubble right there. And then we do have that nice upgraded all white midsole, which I'm a very big fan of. Then when we turn onto the outsole of the shoe, you can see that we have that standard Air Max logo right there on the bottom of the outsole. And we do have it in a two-toned or three-tone actually. So we have this kind of baby blue, a lighter blue tint, and then we have this kind of white blue tint or a grayish blue right at the top of the shoe right there. So that's just something else to know. And then I just want to mention one more thing before I conclude this video. So we do get two nice squishy insoles that have about 3 different layers, and I don't know if it was intentional to do it in the kind of white blue tint, red and blue to match the piraguas, or that was just a coincidence. I'm not the manufacturer, so I don't know. But we do have this beautiful piragua and Nike check logo right there, which looks really clean. I'm just a big fan of that, and it's just awesome. And then on this side, we do have our standard Nike Air, and you're probably not gonna catch that because the screen printing pretty much matches the same color as the insole itself, so you're probably not gonna be able to catch that on camera, but it's the standard Nike Air logo that we always see. So that's pretty much it, guys. So let me know what you definitely think about this sneaker in the comment section down below. And now, let's get right into this on full look, all right? So that's gonna conclude the review as well as the on full look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Guys, definitely let me know what you think about the blue Gale Nike Air Max 1 Puerto Rico. Do you think that this is the better colorway, or do you think that the orange frost is the better colorway? Definitely let me know because I want to know what y'all think. And other than that, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family and all that, and just keep doing what y'all doing to help push the YouTube algorithms as well as help my channel grow. And I'll catch y'all in the next video, guys. Peace.